Hello, people. This is the Den of Soccer, and we are here again. We are back and back again. We are back, and this time around, it's even bigger. Today, Arsenal, we lost against Bournemouth 2-0, and it was because of a red card, a silly red card, a reckless red card that Saliba had. And we're about to react to one of the videos of one of the big, the big faces of Arsenal Football Club, and then AFTV. Credit to AFTV for on this video. Credit to Robbie. And Robbie said something that I disagree with. I do disagree with Robbie, and I feel like we don't hold people accountable. And I feel this is an example of it. And if this is the first time you're watching me, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share it. Without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Robbie with me. We've just lost to Bournemouth 2-0 here at the Vitality Stadium. This is a big defeat for Arsenal. I mean, a lot of us were on our highs, unbeaten, and we come here, I think fans were expecting a win. And was it the red card? Can you put it down to one situation?
Of course it's that.
Oh.
Listen. Now, the way the Premier League is, you cannot... This is a match that if it was like 3 seasons ago or 2 seasons ago, you would just be like, oh, Bournemouth, it's a win. But Bournemouth, they are playing good. If you watch soccer, you know that Bournemouth are not one of those smaller teams. They are like mid-table, and they could hurt you.
And I'm listening to Lee, what he's saying, and about blaming managers and that. It's got nothing to do with that.
Come on, Robbie. Listen, I'll have to disagree with Robbie on this. I don't agree with Robbie at all, because I saw the lineup. As soon as I saw the lineup, I was like, oh my days. Because you cannot possibly have Mikel Merino, Thomas Partey, Declan Rice playing your midfield. Who is going to be the crazy midfielder in there? Who is the crazy midfielder in there? In this Premier League, you need at least one creative midfielder in your team who is going to put that ball through in the final third. We didn't have anybody. So what are you talking about, Robbie? I disagree with you, man.
We can't keep playing games with 10 men. This is the Premier League.
Obviously, we cannot keep playing games with 10 men. That is like, everyone knows that this current, if it was like maybe 5 seasons ago, you can say, oh, 10 men, you could draw or you could win. But not in this season. No matter the team you're playing against, if you go one man down, that's it for you. Your best result is draw, unless maybe you're Man City.
League.
I have to disagree.
You get away with it once, you get away with it twice. You're not going to keep getting away with it.
And what Robbie's saying this time, I think he's having a very good point, because we had a red card against Brighton. We drew that game. We had red card against Manchester City. We drew that game too. And we had red card now today against Bournemouth. And then we lost. So you cannot keep getting away. You cannot keep getting away with these same mistakes again. You cannot keep getting away.
Right? We cannot keep playing games with 10 men. Right? No, we weren't playing great before that, but nor were Bournemouth. It was a bitty game before that. It was like nobody really had any shots or anything.
Bournemouth were more in the ascendancy than Arsenal, though, you'd say.
But what did they create? They hadn't created anything really, nor had we. It was that type of game. The game hadn't really caught fire yet, right? And then what I would agree with him on is sloppiness, right?
Yeah. When you watch the game within the first like 20 minutes, like we were so sloppy, like we were super sloppy. Like I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. We were super sloppy, because if you watch, that is the Raya giving the ball away. If you watch the defense, the way we were giving balls away, it was just sloppy, man.
Trossard, what kind of pass was that?
That was crazy. When I saw that pass from Trossard, I was like, what the fuck, man? What the hell? How do you give a pass like that? Who are you passing to when you know we have a high line? Who are you passing to, man? Oh my days. Trossard has been so great, but today, oh my God. Today everybody was like not in the game. It was like, and it was sad. Like, it was super sad. It was super sad, because the only person I felt like was going in the game like, I want to win this ball, was Calafiori. That was the only player.
Yeah, I mean, he puts because Evan Nilsson's actually offside, in an offside position.
Correct.
But because Trossard's passed it now, obviously Saliba's panicked a bit. And Evan
Did he mean
Nielsen,
it?
as soon as he got a slight touch, he's gone down. I thought the referee got it right, because he gave him a yellow card.
Yeah.
And where I'd agree with Lee's, and I need to see this again, right? But I'm thinking, because where we are in a good position, I'm like, can't Ben White get across there?
He will, yeah.
Now, is that enough, like Lee said, to send the referee and say, right, actually, we're going to overrule that?
Do you know one crazy thing, right? When it comes to a referee giving a yellow card, I don't know how many times I've seen this, but most of the time, if it's a dangerous tackle, that is when they actually review it, or other than that, they stick with their on-field decision. But this time around, I saw Howard. This time around, I saw Howard speaking in his ear to somebody. I think he said they should check their VAR, and they called the referee to the screen to check it. But in all honesty, it is a red card. In all honesty, it is a red card. But I just feel like that red card was a sloppy one. Saliba could have just avoided him and let him go. And I think maybe Ben White would have made up the pace, or maybe him himself would have made up the pace for it, or leave it to Raya to do something. But that's what happened, and it actually made us lose the game. That was the whole turning point of the game, because in the first 20-25 minutes, we were like, everyone was not really playing that great, although Bournemouth was like the one with just a little upper hand. But we would have still come in the game. We would have had our chances, but that was taken away from us from a silly tackle by Saliba. And if it was a more experienced defender, maybe Van Dijk would let you pass. I've seen Van Dijk do that a few times. He will let you pass.
And send it to him, because are you guaranteed that Ben White couldn't get back to cover that? And that's why I was really angry about that. To me, I don't know. As I said, I've only seen it. I haven't had the benefit of looking back at it. I ain't seen it.
He's at the halfway line. It's a long way to go. So
the player's got a long way to go.
I agree with that.
Right, he's got a long way to go. Right, and Ben White could possibly get back. So I thought the decision was right as a yellow card.
But it's an excuse to lose the game 2-0.
But when you go down to 10 men in the Premier League, you're in trouble.
Exactly what I was saying. When you go down to 10 men in this kind of difficult league, you are done. I'm not going to lie, you are done.
And actually, the game plan after that was all right. And we were in the ascendancy, and Martinelli had the chance. They made the mistake.
Oh my God. Listen, I don't know what is wrong with Martinelli, but his form is kind of like coming up in this like few games that we've played, because of, I think, the improvement that Calafiori has brought in and how Calafiori makes space for him. But that ball that Kepa gave freely, mistakenly, he should have capitalized on that. If that ball was in the back of the net, we would have been in the ascendancy, and we don't have to go through all that again. Come on, Martinelli.
Didn't take it, then they go down the other end and scored. If Martinelli would have scored that goal, everybody would be saying, oh, great, well on Arteta, the game plan worked. We sat in, we're compact. We're waiting for that chance. They made their mistake, which Kepa, right? We didn't take advantage of it. We, he made a good save. It was a good save, but I think Martinelli's got to score that. You're in. They go down the other end and they scored. And that was the big difference in the game. And when you're down to 10 men in the Premier League, it ain't mugs here. Yeah. These guys, Semenyo, and that. These are
you're saying with 11, you're saying with 11 men, we'd win the game.
These guys like Semenyo that are top
quality players.
Top players that could.
Semenyo gave us a tough time today. Ben White couldn't deal with him. Sterling was not tracking back to help him out. Saka would come back and then help Ben White out, but Sterling wouldn't. He would stay up there and then he would not do anything. He will not create. He just runs with the ball and try to cross the ball. And to who,
Can play in any team in the Premier League. A player like Semenyo, he's a good player, right? They've got some good players in the team. This is what I said, when you go into these games, you cannot disrespect these teams. These are good sides, right? So I'm not going to get too much on Arsenal, because listen, this is our first defeat away from home in God knows how long, right? But can't keep playing games when you go down to 10 men. You're in trouble.
So you're saying with 11 men?
Are you saying with 11? You're going to go gung-ho, concede 2, and then everybody will be moaning and saying, yo, why didn't you sit in a bit? They did it right. We got the big chance. We didn't take it.
So I'm gonna say something here, but that I think some of you are going to disagree with me. But I feel like the lineup today, Arteta got it wrong because you having three players, three defensive players in the midfield was not gonna help. You should at least throw in one player who could actually create something on his own. One player who could do something on his own. We all know that Gabriel Jesus, in tight situations, he can control the ball. He could do something and get a foul or something. So in these games like this, it's either you play Gabriel Jesus maybe as a 10 or as a striker and then Kai Havertz as a 10, one of them, or you bring in Waneri, somebody who could also create something, somebody who is in a profile of a creating midfielder, but yet you decide to play three defensive midfielders in a game against Bournemouth away from home, and this is what it gets us. I'm disappointed in Arteta for today because the lineup to me was not a good lineup. I felt like we still needed somebody instead of Sterling. At least Gabriel Jesus to be in there because I know that Gabriel Jesus can be switching with Kai Havertz and they could confuse defenders. Sterling just stayed on the wing and was not even tracking back. I don't even know why we signed Sterling because he's been whacked since he came to Arsenal. And Chelsea deserved to, just put him out. I'm not going to lie. Like, I know that sometimes the players lose confidence in everyone, but Sterling's just trash. He's been trash all along. He just gets 10 chances, he scores one. So, that's not a player that we need in our team right now. But it is what it is. Arsenal lost to Bournemouth by 2-0, and this is where we are. Our first loss away from home in a while, and this is a lesson that we all should learn. This is a lesson to Arteta that you can't keep getting away with this. You can't keep getting away with always conceding first. You can't keep getting away with always getting a red card. We can't continue doing this. Let me know your thoughts. And if you think maybe Arteta got the lineup wrong as I did, let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And also, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
It's fantasy hero